In the last episode, we did implement the blur view. Today, let's implement the card view. So let's create a view first. Lazy var card view of type UI view. We can actually copy this. Most of the elements should be same as both are view, but we don't need this. We need the background color of white. So let's add it in the sub view of blur view. And let's copy the constraint and copy the name. We don't need a top anchor here, we need a height anchor, and let's give it a hard-coded value of 100. And left anchor, sorry, the comma should be there. So if we hit and run the simulator, seems like the card view also inheriting the opacity of the blur view, because we have added the card view in the child of the blur view. So that's why it's inheriting from the parent. But we can also add a subview like this. So if we add a subview like this, it will be added on top of the blur view. So if you add one more subview, it will be added on top of the card view as well. So just add it on top of the blur view like this. So we don't need to anchor it with blur view anymore. Remove this. And now let's hit and run. Now you can see it's on the top of the blur view with proper background color. Now let's give it a corner radius. Also, let's hit and run. But if we run it in iPhone SE, which doesn't have a corner bottom, now you can see there are some gap in the card view. So let's fix this. So to do that, view.layer masked corner layer max min y corner layer min y corner. So if we hit and run, you see the bottom corners are gone. So we need to increase the height of the view, because when the data is not loaded, it will show a smaller view with an activity indicator, and when the data is loaded, it will increase the height and it will show the data. So how can we increase the height? So let's declare a height constraint, dynamic height constraint. Next, layout constraint, height constraint. Now the height constraint of the card view, we need to make it as height constraint. So height constraint is equal to this. as it is now out of the active array, so we need to activate manually. Is active, true. So currently it is active, but let's increase the height after 1 second. So dispatch queue main async after deadline, which is now +1, so it will be executed after 1 second. Height constraint constant, let's make it 350. Now we need to do it with animation. UI view dot animate with duration of, let's give it 3.35. Now self, which is the view dot sets needs layout. So this will reset the constraint. Has to be self. So this will reset all the constraint and reload the constraint. So let's check if it is working fine. Actually, layout if needed. If needed. Now you can see it's working as expected.